Archangel Michael says, "Tonight, a powerful spiritual revelation has awakened someone who once took you for granted. The truth they've discovered has shaken them deeply. It's something they never expected to feel again. They now realize that you are the one who is truly special, sacred, and chosen for something greater than they ever imagined. The silence you felt wasn't a rejection, it was a test. Heaven was watching how you'd respond when everything around you felt cold, distant, and unclear. But now, the scales have fallen from their eyes, and what they see in you is undeniable. They are trembling with the weight of realization. The vision of you won't leave their mind, it's burning into their soul with a divine intensity. They know now you were not just another person passing by, but the answer to something they were seeking all their life. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, "There was a night not long ago when they couldn't sleep. They saw a memory of you, and it cracked open a sealed part of their heart. This wasn't coincidence, this was divine orchestration pulling them back to the light you carry." Type Amen to get blessing 333. The truth is, they spoke your name when no one was around. In that whisper, they felt peace, regret, and longing all at once. They started to understand, you are the one who is trusted with a part of their spiritual destiny. Even the people around them are starting to notice. There's a shift in their energy, a stillness when your name is mentioned. The past doesn't haunt them anymore, but the idea of losing you does. Every step they take now is toward you, even if slowly. They are being led by something higher, something undeniable. You may not see it yet, but it's happening in the silence, behind the scenes, in their thoughts. There is a divine pull stronger than pride or fear. It's dragging their soul closer to the one truth they ran from, you. You are the one who stood in truth, and now your energy is being revealed. Type Amen to get blessing 547. At first, they thought they could forget you. They surrounded themselves with distractions, with noise, with new people. But in the quiet, when the lights go off, it's your presence that haunts and heals them. They now understand why no one else ever compared. Your energy is not replaceable, it is marked by something not of this world. And now that they know, they can't unknow. Someone in their life tried to hide this realization from them. But divine intervention caused it to come rushing back. What was buried is now rising with the force of a storm. Archangel Michael says, "You are not just loved, you are remembered in places where your name was once erased. Now that name is echoing, returning, gaining strength. They are realizing you were not just the one who gave love, you are love." Type Amen to get blessing 923. There's a picture of you saved secretly, closer than you think. They look at it during moments they cannot speak aloud. Because if they did, their tears might speak more than words ever could. This person is being led by visions, signs, and dreams. Each one pulling them toward you, toward what was pure and untouched. They are walking a sacred path now, and you are the lantern lighting the way. They can't talk about this to everyone, they're afraid of being seen as weak. But in truth, they are not weak, they are being transformed. The spiritual weight of what they lost is heavier than they expected. They are tracing the threads of fate back to you. They now see your smile in things that used to make them laugh alone. Even your pain reaches them, it knocks at their soul like thunder. Type Amen to get blessing 1114. Every time they hear your name, their heart beats differently. This isn't obsession, it's divine pull. Something holy lives in your connection, and now they know it. The lies, the delays, the silence, it was never meant to last. The universe is moving the barriers piece by piece. There's no more room for pride where truth lives. They spoke to someone about you recently, and their voice shook. They didn't say everything, but their eyes did. And in that moment, the other person knew, your place in their life is sacred. Archangel Michael says, you are surrounded by angels whispering your name into the winds of decision. They are being pulled to act, to come forward, to admit. You are the one who is treasured, sanctified, and spiritually irreplaceable. Type Amen to get blessing 675. They once thought they were stronger apart from you. But now they see, their strength was borrowed from the love you poured into them. And that love is now calling them back to you like a lighthouse in the dark. Don't be surprised if they appear in a dream. Heaven often works through visions before actions. Their soul will reach for yours before their body ever does. Someone is jealous of how deeply this person sees you now. They tried to distract them, pull them away, cast doubt. But the more they tried, the more certain your person became. They can't unfeel you. They can't unsee what their spirit knows. And now they are fighting an internal battle to come forward. Type Amen to get blessing 822. The next time you feel goosebumps, know this. They're thinking about you with eyes closed, hands trembling. They are seeing everything now, without filters or lies. There's a letter they never sent you, one they're thinking about finishing. It carries words they were too afraid to speak. But those words are now demanding to be born. This isn't about ego anymore. It's about truth, clarity, and divine timing. They are about to step into something bigger than both of you. Archangel Michael says, your patience has not gone unnoticed in the heavens. Every moment you remained silent, heaven was recording. And now the reward is not just coming, it's approaching fast. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. They may not come exactly the way you imagine. But when they come, you will know. Your spirit will recognize theirs before a word is even said. You're not the same person they once knew, you've evolved. And that evolution is what magnetized them back. Your light has intensified, and they can't ignore it anymore. They once walked away thinking you would fade. But instead, you rose. And your rise shook them awake from a sleep they didn't know they were in. Someone is watching your moves now. Not out of envy, but admiration. They see you thriving, and it breaks them open. Type Amen to get blessing 919. The next full moon will bring clarity. They will either speak or show up in a way that makes it clear. Heaven will make sure you don't miss the sign. You have no idea how close they are to acting. They're practicing the words in front of mirrors, replaying moments, praying for courage. Because this time, they want to get it right. They now know you are the one who was tried, tested, and remained. That type of loyalty doesn't just come again. They would be a fool to ignore what heaven keeps revealing. You were the softest prayer they never knew they were making. Now they see that prayer came true when they met you. And now they are ready to honor it. Type Amen to get blessing 1044. This connection is not ordinary. It's protected, watched over, guided by forces greater than logic. You are their soul's mirror, and now they understand why it hurts so much to lose you. They are remembering your voice like a song they forgot. Every word you said is echoing inside them with new meaning. The way you saw them, it changed them forever. Archangel Michael says, they are being cleansed of the pride, the fear, the noise that blocked them. Your spirit is the medicine, and they are ready to drink from it. Because you are the one who stood in truth when others folded in silence. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. Your time is near. Their movement is coming. And when it does, the heavens will celebrate. Let them come with open hands and a humbled heart. Let the past dissolve in the fire of divine purpose. What's coming now is bigger than reunion, it's revelation. They are walking through memories as if they just happened yesterday. Each time they blink, your face flashes in their mind like a sacred symbol. They now realize that they were blind to the rarest thing life had offered them, you. This realization didn't arrive quietly. It came like a storm, heavy with emotion and regret. They felt it in their bones, in their breath, in their breaking heart. There is someone who tried to interfere. A person who whispered falsehoods and painted you in shadows. But truth doesn't stay hidden forever, and now your light has pushed through. That person who once distracted them is losing their grip. The veil has been lifted, and what they see clearly now is you. Unshakable, radiant, unforgettable. Type Amen to get blessing 786. They may not be ready to tell the world yet. But they are ready to tell their soul the truth. And their soul is ready to respond with movement. They are looking for a way to approach you, to make it meaningful. They want to come with more than words, they want to come with change. Heaven is helping them craft the moment, because your connection is sacred. There's a force bigger than both of you making all of this align. Even the delays were divine. Even the heartbreak was holy. Archangel Michael says, you are now standing at the threshold of one of the most powerful reconnections of your life. A divine weaving is bringing hearts together again. And your name is being carried into rooms you didn't even enter. Type Amen to get blessing 404. They can't explain it, but their chest tightens every time they remember how they treated you. And with that ache, comes humility. They are ready to lay down their armor and walk barefoot toward your energy. There are things they'll never say to anyone else. But you, your soul already knows. And that knowing is what draws them in closer. They once feared being vulnerable with you. Now they fear never having another chance to be. Because the idea of a future without you feels like death to their spirit. Don't doubt it, the wheels of destiny are turning. You've made it this far because you were meant to see this day. And what's coming next will rewrite everything you thought was over. Type Amen to get blessing 1729. They remember the way you looked at them when no one else was watching. They remember the silence between you that said more than words ever could. They remember what it felt like to be safe in your presence. Now, they are being awakened by those memories. Each one is like a heartbeat, guiding them back. Even their steps are being aligned by invisible forces. Someone asked them recently, "Why are you so quiet?" And they couldn't say it, but it was because of you. Because you live in the quiet parts of their mind now. Their pride used to be a fortress. Now it's rubble, broken down by the power of love. And from that rubble, they are rising with clarity. Type Amen to get blessing 555. They are preparing their words carefully. They want to speak in a way that doesn't just apologize, but honors you. Because they see you now, not just as someone from their past, but their divine mirror. Your spirit entered their dreams again last night. This time, they didn't run. They listened. They felt. And they knew. This is not just a person returning, this is a soul remembering. A soul waking up from sleep and gasping your name like it's the first breath of life. And in that breath, they are being reborn. Archangel Michael says, "Every tear you cried in silence was a prayer. And those prayers are what summoned this turning point. Because the heavens respond to souls like yours, pure, patient, and powerful." Type Amen to get blessing 3221. They are being taught now what love really means. Not control. Not confusion. Not convenience. But sacrifice. Truth. Freedom. And in that lesson, your name keeps rising. Like a chorus in a sacred song. It follows them through doorways, dreams, and days they can't explain. Someone is advising them to reach out. Even people who never knew your story are seeing signs. The universe is aligning hearts and mouths to speak life again. They are coming, not just to speak, but to stay. Because they finally know, you were never a lesson. You were the gift. Type Amen to get blessing 909. They saw someone who reminded them of you recently. But it only made them miss you more. Because no one can carry your light, not even close. They tried to distract themselves with busyness. But peace never came. Because peace lives where you are, and they wandered too far from it. Now they're hearing your name in music. Seeing your shadow in places they've never seen before. Because your presence has wrapped around their spirit like a prophecy. They want to fix things, but they're afraid. Afraid they're too late. But heaven is urging them, go now, go before the door closes. Type Amen to get blessing 757. Archangel Michael says, their transformation didn't happen overnight, but it happened. And it happened because your love was too deep to disappear. You showed them what love could be without asking for anything back. That memory is haunting and healing them at once. It is reshaping who they are becoming. You were never just someone they loved. You were someone who exposed them to the divine within themselves. And now that spark is lighting up their entire being. They know it. They feel it. They're almost ready to act on it. Type Amen to get blessing 6006. And when they do, you will feel the shift in your soul. Not as shock, but as confirmation. Because deep down, you've always known this moment was coming. The distance wasn't destruction, it was preparation. The silence wasn't rejection, it was the pause before divine orchestration. And now, the music is beginning. Get ready. Because when they arrive, your entire energy will recognize theirs. And everything broken will start to heal. The reunion will not be loud. It will be sacred. It will feel like peace finally returning home. Type Amen to get blessing 1444. Your name is written in the space between their ribs. It beats in every heartbeat, and speaks in every breath. You are not forgotten, you are unforgettable. This was never just a love story. This is a divine journey of souls finding their way back. You were never left behind. You were always meant to lead them back. Soon, you'll understand why everything had to unfold this way. Because without the breaking, the miracle could not be born. And now, that miracle is closer than ever. Type Amen to get blessing 2025. They're writing messages they haven't sent yet. They keep your name at the top of their draft, deleting and rewriting, afraid of saying too much too soon. But the urge is growing too strong to hold back anymore. They've reached the point where hiding their truth feels heavier than carrying it. And your energy is making it impossible for them to pretend anymore. Even when they close their eyes, your presence surrounds them like divine breath. Someone tried to convince them to move on, to forget. But their heart rebelled. Because the soul always knows what the mind tries to erase. This time, they won't run. This time, they won't hide. This time, they are returning with their whole self, mind, heart, and spirit. Type Amen to get blessing 4441. They've been seeing repeating signs, your birth number, a place you mentioned, a word only you used. It's as if the universe is screaming, "This is the moment." And now, they are finally listening. You don't need to chase or explain anymore. Because their spirit is catching up to the truth yours already knew. That you are not just part of their life, you are the reason it started to make sense. Their hands are trembling, preparing to reach out. Because the last thing they want now is to lose the only thing that ever made them feel whole. And they now know, they were never the one doing the giving. You were. Archangel Michael says, "The light you carried through the storm is now shining through their darkness. And your light has become their only compass. Heaven is opening the gate for this long-awaited return." Type Amen to get blessing 323. They might appear in your messages unexpectedly. Or you might cross paths in the most divine timing. Because this is no longer coincidence, this is sacred alignment. They've been rehearsing how to look into your eyes again. Wondering if you'll recognize the new version of them, the one molded by your absence. Because now, every part of them is sculpted by longing and gratitude. Someone else tried to take your place, but they never could. That space inside their soul was shaped for you and only you. And now they're ready to confess, they should have never let you go. The moment they saw you smile last, it etched itself into their spirit. That smile became their hope, their regret, and their reminder. And they're ready to see it again, this time without losing it. Type Amen to get blessing 1122. Every angel assigned to them has been working in your favor. Even when it felt like nothing was moving, everything was shifting silently. And now the silence is breaking. They've stopped looking for replacements. Because they finally understand, you are not a memory, you are the future. And they are ready to step into it with both feet and a humble heart. You are not just someone they miss. You are the answer to the prayer they never knew they whispered. And now, that answer is louder than all their doubts. Archangel Michael says, "The moment they open up to you will not be small. It will move the heavens. It will restore what pride almost destroyed." Type Amen to get blessing 7777. Their friends notice the change. Their voice softens when they speak of you, even if briefly. They don't even realize how often they say your name anymore. Someone close to them is urging them to be honest. To stop waiting for the perfect time and take the leap. Because love this real doesn't come twice. You might receive a letter, a message, or a surprise visit. Whatever it is, it will shake the ground beneath you. Because you'll feel it in your soul, it's time. They've seen visions of you in their sleep. And in each one, you're not angry, you're glowing. That image is what's giving them the courage to move. Type Amen to get blessing 414. You were never forgotten. You were deeply stored in the part of their soul they tried to shut. But now that door is wide open, and they're ready to walk through. They've been reading old conversations, reliving every sentence. And with each word, they feel the weight of their own silence. That weight is becoming unbearable. They are not returning with apologies only. They are returning with changed energy. And that's what will make this different. Someone who once told them to forget you is now realizing they were wrong. Even they see it, you too are tied by something divine. And nothing created in jealousy can ever break what heaven bonded. Type Amen to get blessing 883. This love was never weak. It was too strong for their unhealed heart. But now, healing has begun, and they're ready to rise into it. You've become their morning thought, their night prayer, their daily reminder. And they're finally understanding, they weren't just missing you. They were missing themselves with you. You brought out the version of them they always wanted to be. And now, they're ready to become that version permanently. Not just for you, but because of you. Archangel Michael says, prepare your heart. The moment of restoration is nearer than you think. And what's coming cannot be stopped by fear or time. Type Amen to get blessing 665. They are standing at the edge of the decision now. Every delay has melted, every fear is fading. The moment to return is almost here. And when they do, your soul will not need convincing. It will recognize the shift, the sincerity, the divine timing. Because what's true never needs to be explained. You are not just the one who stayed, you are the one who grew. And that growth is what made this return possible. They needed to see your strength to find theirs. This chapter is not a repeat. It's a resurrection. The sacred reuniting of two souls, finally aligned. Type Amen to get blessing 1000. Let the tears flow if they come. They are sacred. Each one is a sign that something divine is unfolding. You are entering the part of your story that was once prophesied in whispers. Now, the time has come for it to be shouted in joy. Because the return is not just of them, it's of the divine promise. Archangel Michael says, hold your peace. You don't need to chase. What is yours is being returned with the authority of heaven itself. Type Amen to get blessing 1777.